Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. I hope everybody's having a great day. Got my cup of coffee. Yeah, mushroom coffee, actually. Um, I was supposed to do this show, I think Saturday, but I didn't get back into Massachusetts until like probably 10 o'clock, and I wasn't gonna do that. I had to put my kids to sleep. My daughter was already asleep. Excuse me, but I had to put my kids to sleep. So I was like, yo, let me do it Sunday. Then I was like, nah. Then I was gonna do it early this morning. Then I was like, nah, let me not do that. Let me just wait, relax, chill, work out. The whole 9 yards. But we're doing the show now. It's 4 o'clock, 4:05, 4:10. We in the game right now. You know, give me a second, everyone. Bring this to the side. All right. Yeah, everyone, we're in the game right now. I gotta check the camera, see how everything's looking. All right, looks good, everyone. It looks good. So another thing before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also comment what you on the show, and definitely send in the donations. It's the donation is up on top. The Rosalind follow me on X on Rosalind Perkin. Um, what else? What else do I need a name? Uh, yeah, that should be it right now. But I will do it right now. We take 10, 15 seconds. See what's popping off, and mm, give me a second, everyone. But yeah, the question of today too also is Michelle Wu a Boston radical? The reason why I asked that is because technically it feels like she's not helping Boston at all. I think she has done more damage than help, and that's just me. Her. She's just the chump in the front. And I always looked at Michelle Wu like that. Give me one second. I gotta figure out. Do we got a sub question? Oh yeah, the sub question also is today is why are people triggered by FBA Ancestry? Let me fix that. Ancestry. The reason why I say that, yeah, why are people triggered by foundational Black American ancestry? You know, I was always wondering that too. It always it blew my mind how they don't want Black Americans want know their culture. So I have changed it. You see it on the top. If you refresh it, it should pop up. Now we got to share. I'm gonna share on this one. Mm, Black media. I hope everybody shared, and I appreciate it. It's most deeply appreciated. Uh, Foundational Black Americans. All right, all set. Um. Oh, thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Bobby. Um. So I did it. So the reason how I came up with that question is, I'm gonna be personally honest. Just hearing people talk about Black Americans is crazy. Hello, everyone. Salute. But yeah, I'm gonna be personally honest. Just hearing people talk about Black Americans and just how they demean Black Americans, and it's crazy. To this day, it still blows my mind. And the reason why is it just shows how unappreciative most people are. The reason why I say that is most people most people wouldn't be in America without us. Most people wouldn't even be in England like that without us. They were trying to kick y'all out of England. And like if we're gonna be honest about it, it's true. They was trying to kick y'all out of England and all these other white countries. They didn't want y'all foreigners in that country. It's just how it was. But we always defended everyone. We always said, "No, no, you ain't gonna do that to our brothers," not knowing that they wasn't our brothers. And I don't say that to be what is it? To be foul, but fuck, it's the truth. It always been the truth. We tried with everybody and stuff like that. And like people, I know people are mad now because Black Americans want to delineate from everybody. Like I was speaking with my father about this. I was telling my father, I was like, yeah, I don't want to be nothing. I don't want to deal with none of these people. And the reason why is because they always turn on us. They always find a way of turning on us. They're never really down with the program like that. You know, they're not really. They never really been down with the program to help each and they're not even down with the program to help their own people. I'm gonna be personally honest. And I feel like we have been lied to for the past probably 100 and some change about Pan Africanism. Do I think it's a coin? Was it a coin tell? Mm, coin tell? Yeah, I think it's a coin tell. You know, and the reason why I say that is, hold on a second, coin tell, coin tell pro. The reason why I think that because it really never helped Black Americans. It really didn't tell us our culture. Pan African, let me tell you something. Pan Africanism, has it given us anything or has it taken from us? Where has it done more? I would say it has taken from us a lot. The reason why I say it took in from us a lot because we really never gained anything. We never gained no type of culture because niggas is still running around here saying that we don't have culture. And we, all right, and we already had culture before this Pan Africanism shit. Remember, I did a show on Pan Africanism. Actually, speaking of that, let me see how many views that shit got. You know, but it's to me it always been a headache. I don't like it. I never really wanted to fuck with Pan Africanism. I think it's bullshit, and that's just me. You know, I always thought Pan Africanism was bullshit. That's why I stopped wearing that red, black, and green shit. Somebody give it to me, I don't want it. You know? And it's not that I hate people, it's just I don't fuck with it. You know? Yeah, crazy thing about it, my hair was standing in the front, it's growing back now. I know y'all can see the difference. It's growing back. No, I didn't get no turkey, but the turkey implant, but it's just but yeah, let's really talk about it. It just I just feel like they have lied to us for years. And I think right now this is the time when we don't need to listen to them anymore. They always put us in situation. Dr. Umar Johnson, yo, we stuck by Dr. Umar for probably 20 years. This nigga didn't help us one bit. Every time we watch a Tariq Nasheed and we say, yo, we're indigenous Americans. We're black indigenous. Oh, y'all calling yourself Indians. Stop trying to take Native American. No, we're native to this land too. Your country, let me tell you something. Africa can have the continent of Africa can have 500,000 tribes, and they could say, "Oh yeah, they're indigenous to this land." But once we say we're indigenous to North America, oh, oh no, you're not. No, you're not. You trying to say you're native, not and acting like they don't know what the fuck we're talking about. That's why, yo, honestly, and I'm gonna be personally honest, I love dance hall music. I think dance hall music is dope. But to hang around the motherfuckers now and like hear them try to disrespect black Americans, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'll listen to my Beanie Man by myself. I'm just gonna be personally honest. I'll listen to my Bujo by myself. Why the fuck would I want to hang out with y'all niggas? You know, I'm just being personally honest. I got my few Caribbean friends and that's it. I'm good. I don't need all y'all fucking musty niggas hanging around me. I'm gonna be personally honest. And most of my niggas who are Jamaican and Trinidadian, they're fly niggas. Most of y'all niggas ain't fly. Y'all had to get y'all style from America. Y'all came over here with flip flops and sandals, my nigga. With the fucking red, yellow, and green tank tops, my nigga. Like, come on, my nigga. Don't act like we didn't teach y'all how to be fly. Let's be personally honest. What's his name? Busta Rhymes. He came over here. He wasn't doing all of that shit. He wasn't dressing like no Bob Marley or nothing. He was dressing like Wu-Tang Clan, my nigga. He was dressing like what was it and you know how fly niggas is. You know how fly black people is. They use shit that other niggas don't use. Like, let's first be honest. What's his name? With Mos Def walking around with a fucking a Chinese raiden hat. Them Asian people wasn't doing it like that. What it was jean pants and jean coat, man. Like, come on, my nigga. Niggas was fly out here. Like, we fly out here. Nigga just add a little bit of, let me tell you something, some niggas add a little bit of extra on it. Niggas is what, and the thing about it, black people don't ever wear those hats like that. Jamaicans were people wear those hats like that. The little Chinese hats, yeah, the Jamaicans used to wear those shits all the time. Even when I went down to Jamaica, them niggas had them Chinese hats on. It is what it is, man. Y'all can hate and talk about the Chinaman all you want, but we gotta understand, y'all niggas is dressing like them. Y'all niggas needed their help. Y'all needed that help when it came to reggae. The surround systems and shit like that. We already had it. We already had this shit. You were already having those dope ass parties. Oh yeah, we already had the surround system. Yeah, no nigga, we been having block parties. We've been having block parties since the probably 1920s, my nigga. Then the nightclubs and stuff like that, niggas, yo, low key, you know, come on, man. Niggas was getting busy out here. Especially down south. Niggas was getting busy. Nigga, who you think taught fucking Elvis how to dance? Who you think taught Elvis how to dance? They call him the king of pop. Nah, nigga, he danced like a black man. Go to back was old school nightclubs back in the days, not when niggas had the zoot suits. Farther than that. Then on the side, on the other side, there's a fucking church, nigga. Next day they gonna be like this. Praise the Lord, nigga. Like, let's be personally honest about this. And you know me, I don't do shit to just kick people's backs in. Oh yeah, I gotta send this to Wiz Mason too. Cause I know he'd be like, "Yo, my nigga, why you didn't, send this shit to me?" I'd be like, "Oh, my fault, cuz." But yeah, like yo, we've been doing this shit for years, man. And that's why I always tell people all the time, like, yo, y'all keep on saying, and I always tell people all the time, I always got that smoke for people. And the reason why I have smoke for a lot of people is because they get mad when we get a little bit of something. Once we get a little bit of something, niggas is mad. We gave the nigga from Haiti all the fucking credit in the world. Niggas overdid the shit. Oh, we fought for our country. No, niggas, y'all made a deal. Y'all folded and made a deal. Y'all just became free in the 1940s, nigga. Then I have to kick their back in. Like, nah, niggas, y'all made that deal. Y'all made the deal to pay out. France was getting restitutions from y'all niggas. Oh yeah, shout out to my little cousin E. Today's his birthday. I totally forgot. Happy birthday, E. Um, it's just yo, people are so triggered about black culture, man. Then when we like, yo, those blacks in the South, them niggas helped the Mexicans get their countries from the conquistadors. Oh no, we did it ourselves. No, y'all can't do it yourself. First of all, them niggas pushed you out of Texas, nigga. Then they pushed you out of New Mexico. Like my nigga, you didn't do it by yourself, and it's not to kick your back in. It's just to tell the truth. If you ever noticed, like Americans, Black Americans has been in every type of war in America, in North America. Just about almost every war in North America. We've been in every war in the United States. I tell you that. So it like, what are we talking about? That's what I gotta say. What are we talking about? Like, are we really doing this? And hold on 1 second, everyone. I'm sorry. I just gotta. Like, at the end of the day, y'all won the war, but it just. Y'all can't keep on doing that shit. That shit is. It just looks crazy. All jokes aside, it looks crazy. It has always looked crazy. Like, I always talk about Boston, and the reason why with Boston people is just it's weird because all of us moved up here in the 50s. 50, was it the 40s and the 50s, I believe? Yeah, most of us moved up here 40s and the 50s. There was some people already up here in the 30s and stuff, 30s and the 40s, but we've been up here since the 50s. And when we were here, niggas treated us like yo, niggas is crazy out here. You had the Irish up here. You had the racist ass Irish in Boston. Most of them niggas were racist. Like, I gotta be personally honest. How these niggas act now, yeah, it's completely different. But back in the 50s, it was a whole different story. You heard about the school riots in the 60s because of Waddy Bozier. He didn't make it all better. He didn't make it no better. I'm just gonna be personally honest. It just it was a very fucked up situation at the time. I have known a lot of people who couldn't go to South Boston High. My mom went to the old Copley. My father went to English. Was it English High? I think my father went to English High, Boston English. Um, I went to the Jeremiah E. Burke. So my roads were different from my mother's and father's. So and it comes with the It comes with the territory. I always tell people that shit comes with the territory. You know, my school almost lost their accreditation. So, what else? Hold on. This nigga always talking stupid. I'm sorry. I had to look at something. Um, yeah, nigga doing nasty shit. Um, I do want to say this. Um, Boston, it has never been nice to Black Americans. Has never. Even when they were bringing other people here from the '60s, and you had Cape Verdeans over here, you had Dominicans, you had Puerto Ricans, you had a few Haitians. Then her Haitians got their own section in Hyde Park. Like, I'm gonna be personally honest, they've been these cultures been delineated from us. Then when the Africans and the West Indians came over here in the '80s, some in maybe the '70s, late '60s to Boston, it was different. You know, it was different because we all Black Americans always had this personality where we're like, oh yo, hey yo, come and eat with us, come and hang out with us, this and that, the most the giving and saying like, yo, come and hang out with us. But they came with this mentality saying like, yo, they didn't want to fuck with us. You know? Hold on. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. Over the years, I have seen a lot of delineation. I have seen a lot of people saying like, "Yo, you know what? Fuck these people. I don't want to be around these people anymore." You know, I don't want to hang around these people no more. Because first of all, they don't like me. Second of all, they have a hard they they have an issue with me for no reason, and we're the same fucking color. These niggas will sell us out to the niggas who took their country, and the reason why they're over here, than to be here, be with the people whose ancestors helped them get to this country. And like we have to keep on letting them know, like, yo, y'all niggas didn't get to this country by yourself. It wasn't no hard work that y'all got here by yourself. You got over here from niggas getting hung and all that other crazy shit. It's just we gotta be honest to them. Y'all tether and anchored y'all, you and your kids over here. It's just it is what it is. You use our laws that was for technically us to stay over here and get the resources that we got, or we even try to get. Some of us can't even get these resources because of y'all. I'm being personally honest. It's like the niggas who anchored themselves over here got the resources because of us, and fucked their generation of kids up. Like, I know people don't want to be assholes. I know people don't want to, say how they really feel. But at the end of the day, we have to. If you're not even gonna say how you feel, just at least tell the truth. You know why I respect some Africans? Because they'll tell you the truth. Like, yeah, I'm over here to make money. That's it. I wasn't over here to make no fucking friends. And you be like, yo, I fuck with that nigga because I understand him. He's tribalistic. But once you call a nigga, oh, no, I'm not tribalist. Nigga, you are tribalistic. You're the tribal of the tribalistics. You're the king of tribalistics. It's like, look at, what's his name? Savage 21 Savage. 21 Savage. Niggas didn't know 21 Savage was fucking British, nigga. The nigga is a Idris Elba of the of fucking Atlanta. He's Stinger Bell of fucking Atlanta. Not like personality wise, but just how he fucking tricked people, people thinking that he was fucking American. Black American at it. Because Atlanta is black Americans. Alabama, black Americans. Mississippi, black Americans. There's a few people you have to figure out, like, yo, hold up, there's something different about that. Like Emmanuel Acho. You could tell that nigga, he's an immigrant. Look how he talked down and tried to demean black Americans. And he know nothing about being black. He don't even know nothing about being a fucking Nigerian. Like, let's be personally honest about it. He don't even know nothing about even being a Nigerian. So is it his fault? Of course it's his fault. He's a nutsack, But I'm not gonna take away from some Africans that actually do really fuck with black Americans. I personally think, what's his name? 21 Savage pimped the system. He hoodwinked black Americans. I can't even, nigga. This nigga could be the blood of the Bloods. I still wouldn't look at him as, oh, yo, that nigga. I was like, oh, this nigga's British, nigga. If I go to England, oh, yeah, that nigga's British. I rocks with that nigga because at least that nigga stays into his culture. This nigga he code switch so much we don't know if this nigga what is he? He don't even talk like a person from Atlanta. Like let's be personally honest. But we have people like I said, we have secret services and FBA organizations and stuff. Like nigga, I was yo. It was so bad to look at that HR 40 shit so bad because all them niggas would not collect reparations. None of them niggas will probably collect reparations. Probably one. Probably only one out of all those people who was up there on that stage were Ayanna Presley. And she knows that bullshit. Ayanna, you know that bullshit and you knew that shit wasn't rocking. Having all them fucking immigrants up on there talk about, yeah, we gonna get y'all some reparation. Nigga, what? Nigga, you couldn't even help yourself to get to this fucking country by yourself. Are you serious? Then you doing it, yo. And you know it's not from a good heart, man. I looked up these motherfuckers' background. One was from what Honduras and Jamaican. The other one was fucking Haitian. Oh my god. I was like, yo, these niggas is gonna hijack this fucking thing. And this is why I said, you know what? If Ayanna Presley was serious, she should have got with King Flex. King Flex been doing this shit for 10 years. He been doing this shit for 10 years. We don't give a fuck who's your inspiration and your influence is. Like we really don't. You know Michelle Wu was quiet. You didn't see her bit. You didn't see her stupid ass up there. Looking goofy as ever. Like let's be personally honest. These niggas, you know what? We're gonna get into it. Yeah, we're gonna jump right. We're gonna kick her back in today too. Michelle Wu, we kicking you back in today. I'm gonna be personally honest. We kicking you back in today. We don't give a fuck what the percentages is. Niggas is still struggling out here. Niggas is still struggling out here. And you're not helping. You know, give me a second, everyone. Like, yo, I'm being personally honest. We need somebody to represent us. And it can't be these women up here, man. These women are crazy. And it's not because they're women, it's just because how crazy they are and the dumb shit that they're doing. I gotta be personally honest about it. I gotta be personally honest about that. That shit is crazy. Ayanna Presley up there looking stupid, man. Crying for no motherfucking reason because you reopening HR 40 to do the same fucking was it research as they've been doing since I was one. Get the same results, nigga. We deserve money. Let me tell you something. A black American should get at least $200,000 to $250,000 per person. Per person. And if them niggas is half breeds, give them half of it. They shouldn't get. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be personally honest. Hold on. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be personally honest. Black Americans has been fighting forever. We still are fighting. We're not. Oh, give us money. No, nigga. We want our money, nigga. We ain't telling you, nigga. We want our debt. The same shit that this bitch fucking Kamala went through. The next person's gonna go through it. So if Ayana, you think it's a joke or you trying to fucking scapegoat with this HR 40 bullshit, then you know what? You're gonna have a hard time in Massachusetts. I'm gonna be personally honest. And the reason why, niggas ain't gonna vote for you. You already got my nigga Sean out here fucking kicking your back in, smearing your fucking name. And you know what? I'm starting to believe the motherfucker. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm starting to believe Sean Nelson. I just troll the nigga all the time. But you know what? I don't think Sean's lying about y'all niggas. Hold on. Let me look this nigga up. Sean from Boston. This nigga Sean. I'm gonna tell you too, Sean. Sean, you should be a police officer, my nigga. You should be a police officer. And the reason why, just so you don't go back to jail, my nigga. This nigga be fighting everybody. He be fighting for America, my nigga. I will never do no shit like that. But at the end of the day, they better pay me what they said that they were gonna pay. We didn't say shit. Now everybody want fucking reparations. We see fucking what's his name? Cole switching down again, as always. Uncle Lizard, aka Luke Campbell, code switching again. Hold on a second. Like my nigga, they kicking in your back end today. You know? I'm gonna be personally honest, and it's good, man. You gotta get their back kicked in. Hold on. Yeah, man, you just gotta kick these niggas back in. Like honestly, I think before she gets kicked out the mayor seat, niggas are gonna lock her ass up. I think they're gonna lock her and Ayanna Presley up. Y'all niggas is gonna get locked up. Niggas ain't gonna help you. And Ayanna, I think and this is me. Oh shit, somebody died. Give me a second. Damn, she died? Yeah, you had to go, baby. Yeah. Her name was like Maya Love. Yeah, she died. She was like the first like congresswoman of like Utah or some shit like that. She was a beautiful girl too. It's crazy. Um, I do want to say this. People are saying now, Ayana. I think Ayana's gonna get kicked out. She's not gonna be a congresswoman no longer soon. Oh, and I told all y'all they all gonna be on the chitlin circuit doing podcasts and shit. The reason why I say that is because they don't help their city. They help people that come into the city. That's why niggas is looking at Ayana all crazy and stuff and saying like, "Yo, I don't want this bitch as no fucking congresswoman. She's making us look bad." You know? Hold on. We're gonna watch a little bit of her. So okay, Ayana did a speech at Roxbury Town, and she did a speech at Town Hall. Ayanna Presley offers speech of hope, vision for fighting Elon Musk. We don't give a fuck about that foreigner. I want them to send his ass back too. So it's come on. But the thing about it, if he got his paperwork, cool, cool. You know.
Today to come and be here in community with all of you. I've also been unsettled. Unsettled in my spirit because these are deeply unsettling times. And because I know what so many of you are carrying with you into this room. Fear, uncertainty, fear for your children, for your neighbors, for yourselves. I feel that too in my own life and in my own family. And although it is a deep blessing and honor to be your congresswoman, it is a tremendous responsibility as well. And as I thought about sharing this space before you today, in light of what we're facing, I was worried that what I would offer would fall woefully short of what you actually need in this moment. Because the people of this district demand and deserve the very best. Truly you do. I wake up every day humbled to serve in Congress in this role. I wake up every day pressing through adversity to do everything I can to do right by this district in ways big and small. I continue in the midst of the chaos and the cruelty to choose community, which is why we're here today. Now, we're dealing with a hostile administration that seeks to divide us and impose wholesale harm. Daily, there is an executive order or a horrifying deadline and attacks on vulnerable and marginalized people. Some days, attacks that reverberate into the lives of every person who calls this country home. But I keep returning to the words of Dr. King. Where do we go from here? Chaos or community? Donald Trump has made it clear that this election was never about improving your quality of life or lowering the cost of your groceries, your rent, or your pursuit of higher education. It was always about one thing: power. Gaining power, wielding power, abusing power, and ripping away our hard-won civil rights, our economic freedoms. They are coming after Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. They are coming after our neighbors in the LGBTQ plus community, Black folks. They are coming after us. This administration is anti-Blackness on steroids. They are coming after our immigrant neighbors, undocumented or not. They are coming after our bodily autonomy. They are coming after our federal workers who administer essential services to our communities. Hell, Donald Trump is attacking everything but the one thing he said he would, and that's the high cost of groceries. Massachusetts 7th, these are unprecedented times. I don't know about y'all, I'm ready for some precedented times. But these are unprecedented times in our nation's history because, yes, our democracy is at stake. And Republicans in Congress do not care about how this will hurt the American people. And they are co-conspirators, complicit in the harm. As your congresswoman, I promise to continue to fight like hell because my district and our country depend on it, and you deserve it. Now look, I don't have all the answers, but I'll work hard every day to find them. Now let me be clear about what we do next. Democrats need to exhaust every lever and tool that is available to us when we have it. I believe we lost this election for so many reasons, but one of the reasons we're in this situation is because the Democrats move with scared power. When we have it, we don't use it. We cannot allow elected officials to squander moments like the leverage we had in the Senate on that government funding vote. We have to fight with everything we have, and while daunting, we are winning in the courts. And that is why I asked Carol Rose to be here today to relay how essential a tool that is in our resistance and in our defensive strategy. When an unelected billionaire, and Elon Musk, is raiding the private information of the American public, that doesn't sound like a democracy to me. As a member of the House Committee on Oversight and Reform, Republicans have blocked our request to have Elon testify in front of our committee for accountability and transparency. That doesn't sound like justice to me. They are more concerned with dragging Democratic mayors to Washington to make a spectacle, and instead it reaffirmed what we already knew, that Boston is one of the safest cities in the country and our mayor is doing us proud. When Trump sends ICE to Chelsea, East Boston, or Mattapan, demanding our neighbors prove they're in our country legally, and detaining people like Mahmoud Khalil for exercising his First Amendment right to protest, that doesn't sound like freedom to me.
All right, so what I heard right here, I'm going to say this. I used to live in Roxbury. And what Ayan is saying is not true. Yeah, you can exercise your right, but at the end of the day, you're going to take a risk of being locked up. There are other laws to get you with, and she knows that. But she want to be disingenuous and help everybody else, knowing that she should be talking about HR 40. She want to give us hopes and visions of fighting Elon Musk and Trump. We don't give a fuck about them niggas. We give a fuck about Boston. What's going on in Boston? I'm going to say this, and I got to be personally honest. And this goes out to Michelle Wu and Ayanna Presley. Please, please, please. If y'all ever do another press like this again, and I find out, I'm going to call out at work, and I'm coming up there. And I'm going to say what I have to say. Y'all can talk about all this hope and all this other stuff. Hey, Roxbury hasn't been Roxbury in like 15, 20 years. I have seen Boston change, and I know why Boston is changing. Y'all kicked everybody out of Boston. If y'all cared about Boston so much, why did y'all kick them out to Rosendale, Stoughton, Brockton, and the Chelsea, Everett? You kicked them out to a place where they don't know, and they might even get hurt because their gang culture is different out there. You sent them motherfuckers to Brockton, and them niggas is out there getting killed because they're seeing their enemies in Boston. You did them no justice. A nigga probably trying to change his life, and he can't even change his life. There's no fucking resources. How the fuck are they talking about, oh yeah, yo, we're trying to keep hope alive and we're fighting all this other stuff, but y'all talking about fucking people that are committing crimes? First of all, that motherfucker know he's not an American, so he should not do that. He or she should have never done that. Let me tell you something. If I'm an immigrant to another fucking country, I'm not gonna tread no fucking line. But the thing about it, everybody comes to America thinking that they could do what they want to do. I remember this story. Somebody called a. Is this on? Give me a second, everyone. This on? All right, it's on. I remember this story about this Arab nigga. This Arab piece of shit. Slapped the shit out of his wife. Niggas called the cops on him. They asked him, did he slap his wife? He said, yeah. They locked his ass up. He said, why are you locking me up? That's my wife. I could do whatever I want. So, niggas like her made it so comfortable that people could come over here and bring their cultural degeneracy instead of just their culture of relevance, like their food, their dances, their art. They don't bring none of that shit over here. They bring the degenerates over here. That's why you, that's why you got the Myron Gaines. That's why you got the Walter Weeds, the Andrew Schultz and stuff like that, the Andrew Tates, the Tristan Tates. Them niggas is technically from here. But they were grown up British. Why didn't they just stay in Britain? They never helped our cause. They're only there to confuse everything. Myron over here talking about COINTELPRO like it's gonna affect him. That nigga sucked so much fucking meat that he's fine. He's always gonna be fine. That nigga used to work for Homeland Security, nigga. Come on. He did. Then he want to tell niggas about women. Nigga, you don't know nothing about no motherfucking women. Your fucking girl look like a fucking lady boy from fucking Thailand, nigga. Are you serious? This is what we doing? We can't keep on doing this. We can't be listening to these niggas that don't know anything. If I wanted to learn about kickboxing or some type of MMA, yeah, I'll talk to Tristan Tates or Andrew Tates about that shit. Talk about life? No. I would talk about their late father. I would talk to their late father about that shit. He knows about life. Them niggas don't know nothing. They know about British shit. That's it. And what is British shit in America? Ain't about a pot to piss in. Let's be personally honest. We don't give a fuck about British shit. Like, come on. Maybe British wrestling because they do a lot of chain and submissions. Yeah, absolutely. You know? But that shit, it doesn't mean anything in America. Like, let's be personally honest. This is what, let me tell you, one thing I respect about, what's old boy's name? Give me a second, everyone. So one thing I like about academics, he'll say his little slick shit, then after that he stops. We hear Myron Gaines, ain't even his fucking real name. That's his white boy name. His real name is Amuru. Your real name is a fucking Amuru, my nigga. You want to be called Myron? Are we really doing this? And I'm gonna be personally honest. I will never go to an Arab country. I wouldn't even go to fucking Mecca, my nigga. First of all, Arabs don't even like black people. Second of all, I don't even think they're black. Arabs is like Persian, nigga. Like, come on. I don't even think they're African. They probably got some African blood in them, but no. We're not doing the less of the percenter, nigga. Come on. We're not doing that. Give me a second. Like we can't keep on doing this. Keep on, and this is why I had to tell people all the time. We can't keep on saying people are black and they're not black. We can't keep on doing this. And I understand why black Americans want to delineate from y'all crazy niggas. I don't, nigga. Myron is not black. He will never be black. Let me tell you something. Cause you come from Africa, don't mean you're black. I personally don't think Moroccans are black. I'm being personally honest. I don't think Moroccans are black. I don't think a lot of Egyptians is black. I think the modern day Egyptians were black, but these Egyptians who are there now, no, absolutely not. And they could get mad all the fuck they want, but they weren't black. I think they were doing the freaky shit that they were. You see them on the walls, like sucking, putting their pee up to their fucking mouth and shit. Like, come on, this is what these Egyptians is doing. That's why I don't sign to that comedic shit, man. That comedic shit is cool, is weird and creepy, nigga. All them Arabs like that. Come on. And don't get me wrong, I like Ramadan. I did Ramadan for just about almost 20 years, my nigga, but well, we'll say 15 years. I did Ramadan from 19 to 30. I want to say 35. 34, 35, 36. Yeah. Then I said, man, I can't do this shit. These niggas had black slaves. Then everybody, black people have black slaves. Nigga, we not all Africans, nigga. Come on. Niggas haven't been in Africa in almost 15,000 years. Probably longer than that. Like, let's be personally honest. Niggas ain't signing up for that shit anymore. It's just we can't keep on signing. We can't keep on signing for that bullshit. All that Afrocentric shit, nigga. Throw that shit away, man. Burn it. Just burn all that Afrocentric shit. You know, and I know it's fucked up to say that to y'all, but y'all niggas need to burn it. It's a piece of shit, and it's not our culture. It has never been our culture.
When Trump calls for impeaching a sitting federal judge because one of his executive orders violated the law, that doesn't sound like democracy to me. These are instead the acts of a dictator. Yeah. And what do you meet a dictator with? Defiance. So indeed, I have been, and I will continue to fight back. Now I'm going to wrap there. So we have work to do to rebuild this party. We have work to do to sustain this movement. In determining how to go forward, I keep looking back because we are still very much in the civil rights movement. And so I keep going back to a blueprint laid out for us in the early chapters of the civil rights movement and every successful movement that has been. You need three things: imagination. So we want to do radical work.
So we listened to a lady who never really been a part of no civil rights movement. Like, let's be personally honest. She went to school for this shit, and she hasn't helped. I'm gonna be personally honest, and like, my nigga, look what we doing here. Like, look what we doing. Like, niggas is lit out here right now. Like, I've been doing this shit I've been doing this shit a little bit over a year now, and like, you could tell bullshit when you see bullshit. Like, if you haven't been podcasting that long, some shit will slip by you, but this shit, it's not gonna slip by. It's just, we don't need no more of this Obama bullshit. I'm gonna be personally clear about this. This hope shit, this vision for fighting Elon Musk and Donald Trump. No, nigga. What about the real bigger picture? What about the HR 40? She hijacked the shit from Tariq Nasheed and other people, the other people like Afro Elite. And let me tell you something. She didn't even ask him like, yo, give us some ideas of what's going on. These motherfuckers been doing this shit for like 10 years and up. Probably longer than that. You didn't even go to Claude Anderson. And Claude Anderson's one of the most brilliant people that will be on our side. We don't need no more hope. We don't need to see your vision again. We've seen enough visions. We see Marty Rose's vision. We seen Michelle's Wu vision. You know who's not involved? Black Americans. Everybody else is involved except Black Americans.
But we have to still radically dream. We still need a North Star. People were saying to me, why are you still talking about reparations? Why are you still talking about universal child care? Why are you still talking about paid leave? Why are you still talking about Medicare for all? Because at the end of the day, our argument cannot be just we ate them. While we're doing the work of blunting the harms of this hostile administration in the midst of this hostile government takeover, we still need to advance an affirmative vision for the more equitable and just world we all believe is possible. So that is why you all have to stay informed and engaged. Before radical work, there is a radical dream. We still need a North Star. So you need imagination. The second thing you need is strategy. And we have to be innovative.
How many times niggas told us this shit? How many times people told us this shit? Like, this is getting so crazy where sooner or later, none of y'all not gonna be in Roxbury. And I'm gonna be personally honest. I will be up. I'm gonna tell you something. Next show like this, I'm being up there. I'm going up there. I'm going up there. And I'm going to tell them how I really feel. Like, yo, y'all talk about reparation, all this and that. There ain't no black people in Boston.
Innovative and nimble, and look, the rhetoric is hitting different, the policies are hitting different. We have to move different. We have to be disruptive of the status quo way of things that we've always done. So we have to be nimble and innovative in our strategy. And this is no easy task, y'all, because the Republicans have this massive communications ecosystem that billionaires are funding. So we are outmatched. We are trying to build it in real time. But social media is the new news. So we have to get into all of these spaces. So imagination, strategy, and here's the hardest essential ingredient to a successful movement: stamina. I need stamina from all of you. And I know that is challenging when you are fearful, when you are worried, when you are overwhelmed, when faith is shallow and boycotts are short-lived. But we need stamina. So those are the three things I would ask you to keep with you, and get involved locally. Get to know your neighbors, y'all. These are going to be some challenging times. You don't know who you're going to need to borrow toilet tissue from, or food, or anything else. I'm serious. We need to, a number of people are starting to initiate having, old school conversations in living rooms and organizing in that way. That's what we're going to have to do in this moment. And then finally, I would say this. Not only is the challenge before us overwhelming and daunting, y'all feel like you have to fix everything. I know I feel that responsibility and that stressor as well. But all you have to do is bring what your unique gift is. Some people are going to pick up a microphone. Some people are going to pick up a lawmaking pen. Some people are going to spit a rhyme or a poem. Some people are going to lead the march. Some people are going to make the signs for the people in the march. Some people are going to pack the food and make the food for the people in the march. Somebody's going to be doing the production and the tech so we can make sure we're reaching more people. All you have to do is bring your unique gift to this moment. But you have to bring it. You have to bring it. Because we are not going to get out of this just with 436 people that have a comma and a title after their name. It's going to take all of us. And I'll close here. Cecile Richards, I don't know if all of you know who that is. Personal shero of mine, daughter of the great Texas Governor Ann Richards, former head of Planned Parenthood, an incredible champion and leader in the work of reproductive rights and freedom. She recently died from brain cancer. And when she was in the midst of that fight, she was still showing up. She was still resisting. She was still agitating. She was still organizing. And someone came up to her and said, "What are you doing here?" And she said, "The question will be asked in the future, what did you do? What did you do when everything was at stake for our country?" And the only acceptable answer is, everything that I could. Thank you everyone for being here today.
This is the bullshit I was talking about.
Wanting to talk about Lil Wayne's evolution, right? Like Drake evolves constantly because he adjusts to the time.
This is the bullshit I was talking about. That shit was about nothing. Like they scared of let me tell you something. That was nothing about Black Americans. That was nothing about Black people in Boston. Only time, and I'm gonna tell them this. Only time we see most of these people, most of the Congress, most of your representatives, is when they need votes. First of all, we don't see y'all helping our community. We don't see y'all dealing with anything that's going on in these communities because these communities are getting worse. And you can't blame the Republicans because the Democrats had the seats for almost what? 8 years, for the past 8 years. For the past 8 years. And you can't throw white supremacy, and you have to throw you can't say white supremacy in the Democrats because, nigga, look who y'all helping. Y'all helping everybody except Black Americans. You help all these foreign people, but what about these Black people that are already here? Like, let's be personally honest. But let's go on to the main topic. Michelle Wu. Is she a radical? But before we talk about radicals, we got to figure out what is a radical. Relating to or affecting the foundational nature of something. She's doing that. She's not helping no people. Boston used to be about their people, helping their people. When somebody needs help, okay, yo, we helping. Oh yeah, the government's gonna help me with this. Y'all helping everybody that comes here, but not people who's already here. It always been like that. I always have seen that. That's why people had to get 3 or 4 different jobs. That's why people's fathers wasn't there. That's why their women used to talk to them crazy. Yes. Yes. That's why I'm being personally honest. Most women in this generation don't have respect for men. It's not that they're not hard work. It's just everybody think they deserve a rich person. And half of these women ain't ain't a pot to piss in, my nigga. Like personally, probably like 70, 80% of women. Like you giving people hard times, you giving people problems. Like come on. Like let's really do this. Let's really talk about this. Now you got Michelle Wu. Oh my god. I think she's the worst mayor we ever had. And we had a lot of bad mayors. Most of the people we had as mayors were fucked up, dumb, ain't worth shit. I'm just being personally honest. And this was before Mayor Menino. Thomas Menino was probably the greatest mayor of all times in Massachusetts. Of Massachusetts. Like he helped Boston. Mayor Menino, actually, Thomas Menino helped Boston. All that shit. Kamala, oh yeah, we gave you $25,000, $50,000 to get you a house. Nigga was already doing that. Thomas Menino was already doing that for the first homeowners. Yes. Thomas Menino was already doing that. Now you got Michelle Wu. Between her and Marty Walsh, when this shit started, niggas was getting kicked out of Boston. Niggas really couldn't live in Boston. This was after Mayor Menino died. Shit, I already knew shit was changing when Mayor Menino was there, but at the end of the day, he was trying to help for people to stay in Boston. Marty Walsh got people kicked out of Boston. Michelle Wu got people kicked out of Boston and brought rich people to Boston. They want to talk about all this deportation, but what about the integration that was happening? We're going to forget about what y'all just did to Boston? You integrated everybody and kicked everybody else out? It's true. That's why motherfuckers like, yo, fuck Michelle Wu. She ain't helping us. She ain't worth no shit. Then Ayanna Presley. I remember Ayanna Presley was starting this shit. All the stuff that she was saying to us. All this stuff she was saying that's gonna help us. It didn't help. I'm just being personally honest. It didn't help. And the reason why is they didn't give a fuck. They didn't help at all. Give me a second, everyone. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, everyone. Give me a second. Yeah, so I'm gonna say this. Michelle Wu is for her people. Michelle Wu, she's a first generation immigrant, so I understand. You're gonna feel more sympathy and compassion for them. It always has been like that. They have always forgot about black Americans. This ain't nothing new. I'm just being personally honest. It's just what can Michelle Wu do for black Americans? You know? That was my big question always. You know? And you know what? We're gonna watch some stuff, watch this. I want y'all to watch what happened, I think a few weeks ago.
Lisa, you spoke with a political historian about the backlash Mayor Michelle Wu now receiving for comments we heard in Daniel's package.
Yeah, that's right, Carrie. This political expert tells me this backlash probably has a lot to do with the mayor's trip to D.C. this week.
Well, it seems like Mayor Wu has a big target on her back.
Boston Mayor Michelle Wu is under attack on social media for her response to the deadly officer-involved shooting in the heart of the city Saturday. Okay. Police say an off-duty officer shot and killed a man who was trying to attack people with a knife inside a Chick-fil-A.
My condolences and all of our thoughts are with the family of the individual whose life has been lost.
Many took to X, calling out Mayor Wu for giving condolences to the attacker's family after he was killed by police.
I don't think this is normal at all. And it's as if they were all teed up just waiting for this kind of moment to take advantage of it politically.
Boston University political historian Tom Whalen says Mayor Wu is in the hot seat as she prepares to testify in front of Congress this week in D.C.
Fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens.
The House Oversight Committee released this preview video slamming the mayors who will face the committee to defend their sanctuary city policies.
Pushback in the sanctuary city of Boston. Mayor Michelle Wu says the city will not cooperate with his plan for mass deportation.
Whalen says the backlash Mayor Wu is receiving this weekend is only a preview of the heat she'll face in D.C. this week.
And it's going to be a bruising affair. And Mayor Wu is going to be at the top of her game politically, or have to be, in order to withstand those kinds of attacks. But it will have an impact, I think, perhaps on the Boston mayoral campaign against Mr. Kraft.
Of course, Mayor Wu is running for re-election this year, and she's expected to testify before Congress on Wednesday. Live in Boston, I'm Lisa Pappas, for your local station, Boston 25 News.
Certainly a lot.
This is the shit I was talking about. Instead of the people who lost their lives, the people who lost their lives got stabbed up. Cops had to shoot this motherfucker because the motherfucker went ate shit and killed a few people. I'm sorry for the guy who lost his life. Like, yo, what type of shit is that? What's going on? What are we doing? What are we doing? How the fuck how the fuck Boston just went to hell, nigga? In a matter of what? 12 years, nigga? 12 years it went to hell. Then we ask you how much was the immigrant funding? Oh, we don't know. We put everything together. Nigga, what? You put our money? Are you serious? This half-wit bitch did some stupid shit like that. Nigga, that's like putting your rent money with your weed money, my nigga, then buying a whole brick, nigga. And say, yo, this is what I'm gonna use to smoke. I'm gonna smoke all of this week, nigga. Nigga, are you crazy? You put your rent money with your weed money, nigga. And say, yo, I'm about to buy a brick. Brick of that good sticky icky, nigga. I want hey, yo, weed man, give me that pound, nigga. Not no brick of coke, everybody. Come on. No birds, nigga. We don't do birds here. Yeah, nigga, pound of weed, nigga. Come on. That shit's crazy. This is the shit that we're doing now, man. This is bad. Very, very bad. And she knows that. She knows that. This shit is bad. And this is why I always tell people all the time, hey, oh, yo, Michelle Wu's doing a good job. Nigga, why you think you don't live in Boston no more? Marty Wells, Drunken Marty, nigga. I call him Drunken Marty. He's a quitter anyways. He quit drinking. Well, I cut down drinking, so, yeah. So I can't really talk. Yeah, Drunken Marty, man. He's a fucking idiot, man. Fucking big idiot. This is the shit that we have to deal with in Massachusetts with these people. Same bullshit every time. Every time with them. We got to deal with these people like, yo, what the fuck? We can't catch a break? Can't catch one motherfucking break. She does everything for everything else except people who got her into this country. Her family into the country, nigga.
A lot unfolding in the nation's capital.
And I always tell people all the time, she deserves all of that. She deserves all the bullshit that she gets. You know, and do I feel bad for her? No, I just feel that she shouldn't be on it. Or arrest and deport. She can't deport her. She's an American citizen. She's a first generation non-immigrant. Can't deport her. Thank you, though. I understand, but you can't deport her. We can't say shit like that if you know you can't deport her. She's a citizen. She's a citizen. She has all the American rights. She wasn't. She got to go. She got to go. No matter if it's a sanctioned city. Her parents can go, but she can't. Well, her parents probably got their citizenship, so they can stay. They gave up their Chinese rights to become American citizens. That's how it works. You know? We could be mad, but rules is rules, man. I go by rules and facts. All this, oh yeah, deport her, and the motherfuckers was born in Ohio. She was born in Ohio, man, so she's an American citizen. Is she a fucking idiot? Yes. Should she not be a president? The mayor? Yes, she should not be a mayor. Absolutely. Get her out that fucking seat. I do agree to that. I do agree that she shouldn't be a mayor. No. I'm going to say this too. And I know I'm going to rant a little bit, but I'm going to say this. Michelle Wu. The reason why I don't think she should be a mayor, and I'm glad Marty Walsh was out that fucking seat too. I'm going to say this. Michelle Wu, she has been in office for probably 8 years. Just about 8 years? Yeah, like 8 years. She was here. She was mayor for 8 years. We're going to say that. Well, it's probably not accurate, but we're going to say 8 years. Boston went to hell. Boston isn't Boston anymore. All the people who made Boston don't live in Boston. They live in dirty-ass Brockton, nasty-ass Randolph, fucking, smelly-ass fucking Stoughton. They all got kicked out of Boston because of integration because of these motherfuckers. But you know what else is it? Let me tell you what city is still the same, what town is still the same. Chinatown. Why is Chinatown still the same? Why does Chinatown still smell like fucking raw fish? Why is there still trash on the floor there? Why isn't anybody else That's not non-Asian live in China. Well, my auntie live off of Chinatown because she kind of lives near that hospital. So I get it. But at the end of the day, she can't talk for Bostonians. That's the thing. She's only defending one type of people. It's Chinatown. Chinatown has been the same for the last 40 years. Nothing has changed. It still looks like San Francisco, Chinatown. If you ever been to San Francisco, you could tell. They got caught with extortion, fraud, all of that, probably like 15 years ago, and they still look the same. They still do the same thing. Why hasn't it changed? This is the questions that we're asking. What the fuck is she doing for Boston? Like I said in the beginning, she's just a chump in the front. That's really just the face. And this ain't even a smear campaign. This is just facts. She has done nothing for us. Then you put the fucking blackface Ayanna Presley in front of it so it doesn't look crazy, and it looks 3 times more crazy because she's vouching for this shit. She vouched for the bullshit. She vouches for it. Like, yo, come on, what we doing here? And Ayanna's from Hyde Park. She probably was never down in Roxbury doing it. She's talking for people from Roxbury. You from Hyde Park. You're like 30 minutes away. Yes, it's still Boston, but you talking for Roxbury. You talking for Dorchester. You talking for Mattapan. Only time they probably seen you was when you probably going to get some hood shit, or like, yo, you begging for votes. You begging for people to vote for you. You begging people to vote for your policies. It's just, nigga, are you serious? Michelle Wu, I never seen her in Boston. All I know, she was born in fucking Ohio. She probably went to, was it Boston Latin Academy? She wasn't going to no schools with no niggas. Her family would never let her do that shit. I don't even think she liked niggas. I'ma be personally, I don't think she like black people. Maybe Spanish people because they're close to white, but I don't think she like niggas. Am I calling her racist? No, I just said she don't like black people. I don't think she like black people. She don't even keep her fucking culture. Let me tell you something. Nigga, if I was the mayor, and I'm going to be personally honest, I will still keep my culture, and I will keep my culture in Boston, because you know what? Boston is culture, nigga. It's black culture. Black and kind of Irish culture. Them Irish was in, what, South Boston and some parts of Dorchester, nigga. And we never really went over there because them niggas was racist. You know? That's why niggas be getting out, nigga be coming out of pocket, talk about, yeah, them niggas is fucking potato pickers and shit like that. Niggas was really talking about, they were talking crazy about, oh, look at them niggers over there. And, nigga, them niggas Waddy Boja started a riot at South Boston High because he did not want black people to go to South Boston. This is why I always tell people, fuck Waddy Boja. I'm glad that nigga is taking a dirt nap. I'm glad he got beat the fuck up by that dude from South Boston. Salute to that nigga too. Send that nigga some donation money. The nigga's in ADX right now in Colorado. Send that nigga some money. He did God's work. That nigga did God's work. Oh, don't talk about the dead. Nah, fuck that nigga. I'm gonna say it. All that racist shit he did in Boston, and now he think he's gonna be forgiven because he told on everybody, nigga. Nah, fuck that. Nigga, you rest in piss, nigga. The realest nigga you been around with was your ex-girlfriend, my nigga, because she didn't say shit. She did her 8 years. And she's back in the hood. The fuck? This is what we doing? We ain't doing that. Give me a second. At least, let me tell you something. At least Mayor Menino was kicking these niggas, these rich, these suburban niggas backs and saying that my nigga. I remember a chick went up to him talking about, oh yeah, the streets is messed up. You got all this money, you can't get the streets fixed. You know what the nigga said? Are you a construction worker? She said no. Well, that's not your place to be talking then. I'm just being personally honest. She don't need to be a mayor. Mayor Wu don't need to be a mayor at all. Hopefully her husband is rich and she could just be a housewife. Because the shit that she did to fucking Boston is yeah, you're going to make historical history of being the fucking worst Boston mayor of all times, nigga. We will say that. Of all times. How you extend condolence to the knife to the knife, the nigga with the knife stabbing niggas, talking about condolence to his family, nigga. Are you serious? This is the shit. This is why I say she don't like niggas. I don't think she like niggas. At least, let me tell you something. I remember there was a shooting in Dorchester, my nigga. And I think it was a judge's daughter that got shot. Mayor Menino went down there so fast and said, oh, hell no. We're going to find these motherfuckers. And he found them niggas. And I think one of them niggas got deported. I think the nigga got deported, and I think the other nigga's still in jail. Yes. Mayor Wu talk about, oh yeah, Boston is the most safe. No, nigga, are you serious? Like we don't be hearing about shootings every day, nigga? You didn't hear about the Jamaican plane shooting. Niggas was shooting on somebody died on Center Street. They asked the nigga, oh, are you surprised about the shooting? That shit happened every day. That ain't nothing new. That's what they said. And these are this is the community saying that. That ain't nothing new. That is nothing new. They do that all the time. Like, come on, Michelle Wu. You talking about, let me tell you how crazy this bitch is. She talking about gun reform, and we got one of the most strictest gun laws in Massachusetts. Some people still are waiting for their gun license after 2 to 3 years. If that's not strict, I don't know what else is strict. We have the strictest gun laws. We can't even protect ourselves with our guns. Like, come on. What else? This is why I say she don't need to be a mayor. She don't need to be a mayor. Use your degree for something. Be a stay-at-home mom. Love your kids. Make more babies. Just don't be a mayor this year. Don't be the mayor for the next 2 years. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want to say. Just don't be a mayor for the next 2 years. Because this is crazy. No, we're going to watch another one, all right? We're going to watch one more. And you know what? I'm going to give y'all... I'm going to get... Hold on. Who is that nigga? Deported illegals or deportal illegals, whatever you put, my nigga. Yo, subscribe, man. That's cool that you write. Subscribe and send the cash app. And salute. Thank you. But yeah, man. We can't keep on doing this with this girl, man. Like, yo, she's putting us in a very bad situation, man. Watch, we'll see. Hold on. We're not gonna listen to freaky weird ass Bill O'Reilly. Don't forget, he got sexual harassment cases in Boston. So we're not gonna listen to Bill O'Reilly, you know? Watch, we'll see. Nigga, everybody get to smoke, my nigga.
O'Reilly was forced out of his top-rated Fox News show.
And if y'all think I'm joking, watch this. Don't listen to Bill O'Reilly, freaky ass Bill O'Reilly.
O'Reilly was forced out of his top-rated Fox News show, The O'Reilly Factor, over allegations of sexual harassment. Today also marks the release of Bill's new book, written with Martin Dugard, Killing England, The Brutal Struggle for American Independence. Bill, it's good to see you. Good morning.
Thanks for having me in.
Let me start with what's transpired over the last 6 months, the first time we're hearing from you. What was the exact reason you were given or your representatives were given by...
That's why I say white people are crazy. Nigga, if you got caught with sexual harassment, why are you talking about it on CBS, on what is it, today's
people at
news,
Fox News for your firing?
There was no reason. They had a contractual clause that they could pay me a certain amount of money and not put me on the air. And they exercised that.
But why did they exercise that? What was the reason they said they were exercising that?
There was a sponsor boycott engineered by Media Matters, the radical left group, and the sponsor boycott unsettled some people at Fox News.
You were accused of sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm.
You said at the time you did absolutely nothing wrong.
Correct.
Do you stand by that?
I do.
And so did you provide Fox News any evidence, any information that you think could have changed their mind?
Nigga, you got fired for it. So you know what? You did it, nigga. He did that shit. Got fired for it. No matter how the cut and you sliced it, you got fired from it. I just gotta be personally honest with you. This is why I say I don't listen to Bill
As
O'Reilly.
to what you were...
Nigga's a pervert, you know? Oh shit. We could keep on going. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all some shit. This nigga used to be in Boston too. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all some shit. This nigga, yo, he been in some shit lately, man. Like when he was in Boston, yeah, he was in Boston, man. That's why I was like, I don't listen to this nigga. This nigga's wildin'. You know? Like some of the shit he be saying is true, but Bill, you talk shit about people, you be doing some deviant shit, sexual deviant shit, my nigga. Like, come on. Can't do that. It's nasty. Let's be personally honest, my nigga. You's a nasty nigga. I'm gonna be. You're very nasty, my nigga. Give me a second. Yeah, but your little deporto legal, whatever your name is, yeah, I feel you, my nigga. But you know, them niggas is American citizens. We can't deport them, my nigga. They're American citizens. That's how you gotta look at it. Niggas gave up their rights of their countries to come here. I'm not talking about people who are here on a visa, but the niggas gave up their rights to stay in this country. They're American citizens. The niggas get married to somebody, they're just about American citizens. Like, look at, what's her name? What's homegirl's name? Candace Owens. Her husband's grinding for a green card. Now he's American. Nigga grinding for a green card. British nigga grinding for a green card. That nigga was probably sucking toes and everything. Hold on, let's see. Let's look at her. That creepy looking nigga. Hold on. Yo, and my nigga, what's his name? My nigga, I don't even like the nigga, but the nigga's funny as fuck. Tommy Sabadayor, that nigga was kicking her back in, my nigga. Tommy's stupid. Even though he copied me, I said, yo, the bitch was grinding for a green card, my nigga. Yo, Tommy be on some shit, man. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shit. Tommy's weird, though. He's weird, man. He be recipe. That nigga was... Yo, that nigga be breathing different when he be around white women, man. That nigga crazy. Yo, my nigga right here, yo. This nigga Tommy, yo, this nigga's cooked. Yeah, look what this nigga said. Tommy's stupid, my nigga. Man, man, they out here using black women to get their green card. Man, this next level. Y'all better never tell black women. He said, y'all better never tell me black women are loyal to black men again. Yo, that nigga, Tommy was I was trying to do his voice, but I kept on fucking up it. Nigga sound like he sound like Martin Luther King's cousin or some shit, my nigga, for real. Imagine that black man post this same thing. What do you think black women will be saying in the comment section? Yo, Tommy's crazy. Yo, that nigga. Let's look at the comment section. Let's see what this nigga said. Nah, she's married to him. Avoid you ghetto black Americans. Just think about it. Or the order was original recipes Africans from the motherlands. Avoid you people. You people, sir. I don't. He said, I don't know you, and we'll never see another comment from you. Yo, Tommy's crazy. Yo, this nigga, he's lit, man. But the nigga's a coon. That's the only thing. He's a coon, but he's funny as fuck. He said, I noticed the white dude take the good black women. Let me tell you something. Candace Owens is not a good black woman. The bitch is a tether. I'm going to be personally honest. The bitch is a tether. You know? She's not black American. So if y'all want to claim it, my nigga, be all bees, but nigga, foundational black Americans is not claiming that bitch. That bitch says so much bad shit about black Americans. Nigga, we gonna kick her back in. And this is the time to kick her back in. They are easy targets. LOL. But I like Candace Owens. She have some sense. This nigga, he's respirating for fucking coon bitches. Look at him. You see black women bringing the apocalypse in the comment section. If this was black men and a white woman, niggas don't give a fuck about white women, my nigga. Come on, stop this shit. I'm gonna be personally honest. I'm gonna be personally honest. Niggas don't give a fuck about white women like that. You know, this is her husband right here. That nigga got his green card. That nigga look like Jack the Ripper's cousin, my nigga. Why that nigga look like he eat bodies and shit, my nigga? I'm gonna be personally honest. He look like he eats body parts and shit, my nigga, like Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah. His breath look like his stink too, my nigga. Let's get back onto what we were talking about, man, but yeah, Michelle Wu, man. It's not looking good for her. That's all I'm gonna say. It's really not looking good for her. Yeah, she's the first Asian mayor, but it's just, like I said, nah, it's not going to look good for her, man. Niggas is going to kick her back in. Niggas ain't going to fuck with her no more. I'm just being personally honest. And I've been told my boy about him, too, when I was working. I was like, yo, you can't fuck with bitches like this, man. He's like, why not? I was like, this bitch is going to, niggas is going to get kicked out of Boston. And there's not really that many black people like that in Boston like that, you know? Thank you, Michelle Wu, you know? Hold on. Now, let's see what she says. Hold on.
Can you please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. They take forever to learn, and in the end, nobody uses them.
It was at times tense, and as you can see, there were some fireworks, and in the end, Mayor Michelle Wu says she was proud to stick up for her city. All eyes on Boston Mayor Michelle Wu and 3 other Democratic mayors grilled by House Republicans over sanctuary cities. Mayor Wu pushing back on those who say the mayors are defying federal law and making Americans unsafe.
If you wanted to make us safe, pass gun reforms. Stop cutting Medicaid. Stop cutting cancer research.
Boston police don't hold immigrants for deportation unless there's a criminal warrant. President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, vowing to bring hell to Boston, the mayor responding.
Let's talk about Tom Homan. Shame on him for lying about my city, for having the nerve to insult our police commissioner who has overseen the safest Boston's been in anyone's lifetime. Bring him here under...
Cap. All she did was just kick out all the black people out of Boston and just made it a suburb. That's all she did. That's all she did. You know? Just listen.
And let's ask him some questions.
Mayor Wu here with her newborn baby, Mira. Congressman Stephen Lynch and Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley also on the committee. Pressley and the Republican committee chair got into a heated exchange when she tried to introduce articles into the record.
Mr. Green,
I'm reclaiming my time.
That's what you want. No. Ms. Presley, I have been very accommodating to you. Mr. Superintendent,
and I take particular umbrage as a survivor of sexual violence. I will insert into the record. This is my right. Thank you.
I'm going to say this. You can't be using your trauma just to get your way, my nigga. You can't do that. And the reason why I say you can't do that, because at the end of the day, you forget about, you're only looking at one thing and not everything. And I thought that was wrong I was wrong for her to do that shit. If that shit is going to trigger you, then you should have never talked about that shit. Because at the end of the day, these niggas is doing that. These niggas is really out here violating women. And if you're not trying to defend, put it this way, if you're not trying to defend them and send everybody to jail, then after that, at the end of the day, you're just using it for your own resources. And it's fucked up. I'm going to be personally honest.
No.
Some Republicans say the Democratic mayors should be brought up on charges.
Mr. Chairman, I don't understand why we haven't been discussing obstruction of justice.
Pressley saying the mayor didn't disappoint.
I knew she would come prepared. I knew she would be unflappable. I knew she would be steady.
The mayor says she's glad to be heading home.
I was very proud to represent our city, talk about the successes that we've had thanks to all of our residents, thanks to the incredible hard work of the Boston Police Department and all of our officers.
Now, when I asked the mayor about whether or not she's concerned about the potential for obstruction of justice charges, she said simply, Boston follows the law. Ed and Maria?
And Sharma, before you go, Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace accused the mayor of saying that ICE agents threaten everyone's safety. That actually came from something that the mayor told you and me right here in this studio on OTR, right?
Well, that's absolutely right. I was actually in the hearing room again when that happened. And so at one point, Mace holds up a partial quote from the mayor. She said to her, "You say ICE's efforts actually threaten the safety of everyone," end quote. And then Mace called the mayor a hypocrite. Now, the mayor's quote there was taken out of context. It came from OTR in November, but here is a look at what the mayor actually said.
The federal government is responsible for a certain set of actions, and no individual city can reverse or override some parts of that. But what we can do is make sure that we are doing our part to protect our residents in every possible way, that we are not cooperating with those efforts that actually threaten the safety of everyone by causing widespread fear and having large-scale economic impact.
And tonight, the mayor telling us she's very glad to be getting back on a plane and heading back home to Boston. We're live on Capitol Hill. Sharma Tzkedi, WCVB News Center 5.
Hey, everyone. Just wanted to give you a quick
I'm just going to land right
up.
here. All right, everyone. I'm going to land right here. Get this bitch out of here, man. Get this bitch out of here. Because you know what? When the debate comes, I'm going to be up there. And I'm going to ask the question. I was like, yo. I don't think, and I'm going to say this, I don't think you helped America. I don't think you helped Boston. You just kicked everybody who was black And like, not even just black Americans. You kicked everybody who been here for like 20, 30 years out of Boston and who don't have their own home. That were struggling is just the everyday average person don't live in Boston anymore. You kicked them out. Or they live with a family member. And this is what it is. You kicked everyone out. You and Marty Walsh, y'all fucked it up. That's why I had to bring it up. Like, her people still is the same for the past 40, 50 years. Probably 60 years. It has never changed. They get caught with tax evasions, fraud, all of that shit. Boosting, everything. But that shit is still the same. They still get reopened. So nigga, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And this is why I always tell people, yo, I'm pro-black first. I will always have to be pro-black first. Because let me tell you why. My ancestors fucked up when they cared for everybody else. They cared for everybody else's safety, but nobody cared about our safety. They told us stop complaining and crying. Stop complaining and crying. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps, nigga. Come on. Like, the laws is already crazy. The laws is already crazy because of her. We have one of the most strictest, gun laws. You talking about gun reform it. I can't even protect myself. I have to wait till somebody put their hands on me to get busy. I have to wait until somebody put their hands on me to get busy. Like, come on. What are we talking about? Gun reform. That was my issue. That was my problem with that. But the thing about it, I'm going to say this. If it comes to my family, I'm going to put my family first. Because y'all don't give a fuck about people's families here. Y'all don't care about people's families. Why do aunties and grandmas live out of Boston? It's safe when you kicked everybody who lived in Boston out of Boston. Then you had the audacity to call it Boston. That shit is not the same anymore. It has never been the same for years. She don't understand Boston. She never understood Boston. Let me tell you something. Boston hasn't been Boston ever since Thomas Menino died. Marty Walsh didn't do shit. Only time we see Marty Walsh was at the fucking the St. Patrick Parade, nigga. That's it. We really didn't see him doing work, putting boots to ground and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to say, have cameras on him and shit like that. But at least with Thomas Menino, niggas felt safe. The community don't feel safe with Michelle Wu. Like, come on. Why does people who used to live in Boston, live out of Boston, coming in here and trying to protect Boston? I don't live in Boston no more, but I still come down there and I have to protect it politically now. I have to protect it politically now. Because you're trying to say, Boston is safe. Boston is not safe. It's just you kicked everybody out. And you made it a fucking, you made it, not a figure of speech, but you made it like Las Vegas. For tourists. You made Boston a tourist place. Last words I'm going to say is like, just don't become a president. Don't come the mayor or no congresswoman ever again. You did a very bad job. The reason why you're not counting the money no more, because you're getting tourist money. Tourism is crazy in Boston now. Anybody can walk through Boston. But until next time, I hope y'all appreciate the show. And shout out to Can't See Me Cena. Shout out to you, Can't See Me Cena. Appreciate you subscribing. And again, that other dude who wrote that, yo, you need to subscribe, my man.